You're watching The Kate Fox Show. I'm Kate Fox, and today I am speaking with actor Joey Catt.
Hello, how are you?
I'm so glad to see you.
I'm so glad to see you too.
And we met Joey at the Sopranos Con VIP event,
Right, the VIP party, right?
and you were there on the red carpet.
I was on the red carpet.
And you were on the red carpet because you are in...
The Soprano prequel, The Many Saints of Newark. That was my first rodeo.
That was your first one?
I just started acting a year and a half ago.
Okay, now you're taking my questions away, but wow, I didn't realize that was the first one.
My first rodeo, yep.
That's some kind of rodeo to jump in.
And I got a little taste. And now I love it. So,
Yeah, they pulled you back in, right?
pulled me back in, yeah.
What? So The Many Saints of Newark, you were on set for how long?
We did a scene that took us around 14 hours. Ray Liotta, Joey Diaz, there's a lot of great actors in the scene. Great time I had. Great time.
And that hooked you.
Corey Stoll, yeah. It hooked me. I loved it. You know, I didn't even know what to expect. What happened was my wife's girlfriend, Paula, she lives in Middle Village, Queens.
Okay.
There was a casting call for they needed a guy, clean cut Italian, no tattoos, that has knowledge of cards. So I didn't even know this was going on. So she called Karen. My wife sent this into the casting company with all my pictures.
Mm-hmm.
They called me the next day or 2 days later that we want you in the movie. So they picked me out of 1,500 people.
Wow.
I was one of 4.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I guess, I don't know how they do it, but I guess, you know, they look at everybody's pictures one at a time. Who knows? But 1,507, I think there were.
Wow. And it was you.
I got that look, I guess. You know.
You do have that look. You do. And now the movie was supposed to premiere, of course, in spring of this year.
Yes. It was postponed, you know.
Is there a time frame that's been discussed?
It's supposed to come out in March,
Okay.
you know, of 2021, next year. And I can't wait till it comes out.
Well, we can't either, and we're expecting to be invited
Right.
To the premiere. Right. So.
Great. No, you'll be invited.
So that was your first role.
My first role in a movie, yes.
And what I'm going to do, I want to talk about your other roles, but you mentioned they wanted someone with a knowledge of cards.
Right. And it had nothing to do with cards, the scene, which was funny. I thought I was going to be a dealer or some kind of blackjack dealer in the scene, but I got there and I was actually a bookie. I played a bookie, a bookie wise guy. That was my role.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. But you do have a knowledge of cards.
Yes, I do. I worked in Atlantic City years ago in the 80s. Blackjack dealer, craps dealer, floor person. I did everything.
All right, how do you get into that?
I went right out of high school. It was either go to college or go to Atlantic City. And that's what Atlantic City was up and coming, and that's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And now you're having another good time.
And now I'm having an even better time, yeah. I retired, now they pulled me back out of retirement, and now I'm doing all these, movies and commercials. Crazy.
And I mean, we see you everywhere. Every day it's a new picture or a new, you're working with Bada Bean Coffee.
Bada Bean Coffee, Andrew. What a great company. I'm doing his commercials. I'm his spokesman. We have a lot of great actors actually that are doing the commercials.
Oh,
Peter
really?
Gordio, yeah. Michael DeGennaro. I'm trying to think of who else was in the scenes. Guy Joe LaFala from Newark. Really, really good time. But it's just crazy. We did there's a famous restaurant in Newark called the Belmont Tavern. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows the Belmont Tavern. So we actually filmed the commercials in the Belmont Tavern.
Wow.
It was just great. We had a great time.
Now, how did you get that gig? Was it?
Andrew reached out to me, And he said, would you like to work for me, do commercials for me? I said, absolutely. So I did that. The first time we got together was at Jimenez Cigars. My friend Peter Pozo's, he passed away.
I'm sorry.
It's his cigar company, and Richie and Armando, or his other two brothers, that they run it now. Well, they were all together, but and that was the first time we did little shots in their place. It's got a beautiful place in Newark. Looks like Casablanca. It's a cigar bar. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and that's my, that's the time I'm doing now with the Bada Bean Coffee. And we got Nicky Petito. He's Nicky Voices. You know Nicky, right? He's in it too. He does the voiceover. He does James Gandolfini. Like you can't even believe you think you're in the same room with him.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. But BadaBeanCoffee.com.
Thank you. And how do you spell that?
BADABEANCAWFEE.
.com.
.com.
I mean, you got to work for your money, man.
Order yours now, or I'll come looking for you.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that
cute.
a lot.
It's cute.
And now you've been doing the Wise Guys show?
I'm a co-host for the Wise Guy Show. My dear friends, Freddie, Michael, Biagio, famous Italian singer. He's fabulous. Nicky, Artie Pasquale's the Godfather. Yeah. It's crazy. And we just had this past Wednesday night, we had Julie Arnaz, the granddaughter of
That's right.
Lucille Ball and Desi. Yeah, it was wonderful. It was a great show. It's a 2-hour show with an hour in between. Mm-hmm. We just kept going, right? Because we just kept rolling. It was great.
Oh, isn't that great when that happens,
She's
though?
a great person, yes.
And now look at all this that's happening for you with just a shot at a movie.
One picture. Well, 10 pictures.
Well,
She sent 10, but
just to be sure.
just to be sure. And I had no idea.
That's kind of neat.
It was pretty cool.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. I liked it.
Wow. So you know what? I have so many other questions, but we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hi, gentlemen. Welcome to Coffee Bucks. How are we doing this evening?
How you doing?
Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yeah, we'll have 2 coffees.
Okay, 2 coffees. Did you want to try our special sugar-free pumpkin spice macchiato with whipped cream and double sugar?
What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
What's she talking about?
We want Bada Bean coffee.
Bada what?
Bada Bean Coffee. The beans from Brazil, Colombia, Peru. The good stuff.
Jersey style.
I don't understand.
Bada Bean Coffee.
Bada Bean Coffee. The coffee you can't refuse. Order yours today at BadaBeanCoffee.com. And take it easy.
Hey, this is Billy Mira, and you are watching The Kate Fox Show.
Come to this feed.
Excuse me,
These
gentlemen.
apples are unbelievable. It's right
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah, what's the matter? What?
We don't allow outside beverages in this establishment.
Well, you don't have coffee in this joint. We had to bring our own.
Oh, we certainly do have coffee. We have mocha latticino. We have pumpkin.
No. You have coffee. We want coffee. You know, the good stuff. The freshest beans from Brazil, roasted. You know, like Bada Bean.
I want it on the menu the next time we walk in this joint, and I'm not asking.
Bada Bean Coffee. The coffee you can't refuse. Order yours today at BadaBeanCoffee.com. And take it easy.
And we're back. And Joey, when we were taking a break, you actually relate a story that I think is sort of, I don't know, full circle, if you will.
Yeah. I owned a restaurant back in '96. It was called Catalucci's in Newark. And I got a phone call. Well, first of all, there was flyers on everybody's car. You can't park on this street because we're filming The Sopranos, the HBO series The Sopranos. Nobody knew what The Sopranos were.
Right.
So I get a call. My mother's watching my kids, and they actually went to the set to see what was going on. But I had still no clue. I'm in my restaurant cooking, doing, serving people. So I get a phone call from Maria, my friend's wife, Maria Vincent, and she calls me and she says, "Hurry up! You gotta come here. They want Joey." My son was 11. I said, "What are you talking about?" No, I'm overwhelmed in my place because it was a big lunch crowd I had. "They want Joey on The Sopranos, David Chase, HBO." She's just throwing names at me. I said, "What?" Now I'm thinking The Sopranos were some kind of singing show. So I said, and I hung up the phone. "Tell them to come see me if they want my son. What is it? He don't sing." And I hung up the phone. So, who knew? My son could have had a nice little career at 11 years old. But who knew? And then, I screwed up.
Right, but see, you killed your son's chance at working on The Sopranos, but now here
Right.
you got a chance.
I'm in the movie, and it's just crazy that maybe it had to happen. I don't know, but yeah, my son busts my balls all the time. "Dad, what did you do?"
What did you do to
Yeah.
me? You ruined my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
That's a great story, though.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
And you've done a lot of things then. I mean, you had a restaurant, you
I
worked
had a
in
restaurant.
Atlantic City.
Yeah, I did a lot of things. Yeah, I was a pretty busy guy my whole life. Worked down at Port Newark.
Ah.
I was a little wise guy before
I
I
was
became
gonna-
an actor. Now I'm an actor playing a wise guy. So
So, it's something you have to stretch
yes.
to do, right? It's a stretch for you.
No.
So,
It's so natural, it ain't even funny. I never took an acting class in my life, and I never will.
now, let me tell you, you the whole thing, you carry the whole thing. It's great. You present yourself in that way. And look, though, they're coming after you now.
Yeah, they are.
So you have, you're doing the Wise Guys show. You're representing Bada Bing Coffee. And you just worked what, last week?
I just finished a movie called The Family's Feud. Bruce Sosia, a very dear friend of mine. Stu was the director. We went to Rhode Island. We filmed in Rhode Island. And it was a great time. Artie Pasquale, Peter Gordio, Tony Darrow, the famous Tony Darrow, and Artie Pasquale, and Johnny Fiore. A lot of my friends that I became friends with since the Sopranos con.
Isn't that
So
funny?
we're all
how
good
it-
friends now. We talk, we call each other. Yeah, it's great. A bunch of great guys. Yep. Paul Borghese was in it. Another great guy. So many beautiful people I met.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, nice.
Because you don't know what you're gonna see when you go to a job.
Right.
Acting is no different than any other job. So you could come to set and find someone who's really not so nice.
Oh, yeah, you get a slap. That's all. That's it.
No, are you going to be at Mob Movie Con?
Yes.
Well,
that's in
that's
April.
a stupid ass.
It's not. I don't think it's Mob Movie Con anymore. I think it's just going to be Sopranos Con. I'm not sure
Is it?
about that.
I don't have the details
I gotta
either.
find out, but I think it's just going to be Sopranos Con again.
Well, we'll be seeing.
But I'm
you
not
there.
sure. I'll be there. April.
April. Okay.
Harris in Atlantic City.
Okay. And it was supposed to be August, right? Originally.
Right. This
Had
is-
the rooms booked, everything. We were
Yeah,
all ready to
all
go.
my friends were coming from Boston. Everybody
Oh.
booked rooms, and they all, there's COVID-19.
So knock on wood.
Yep.
We'll see you in April
we
for
hope.
that.
We hope.
We hope. It's got to stop.
Right.
It's got to stop.
It's got to stop.
So what else do you have coming up?
Let's see. I was working on a movie last year, Once Upon a Time in New York City, a Danny Feynman film. That's going to start again.
Okay.
Good Friday, Sal Ranella's Good Friday. I'm supposed to get my feet wet in there. Let's see, what else? I'm working on my own film right now with my cousin Eddie Sicoli. It's called Screw Loose, and
Are you writing it? What are
I'm
you?
not. Well,
What are you doing?
I'm coming up with different ideas for scenes,
Okay.
and you know, it's his baby, Eddie Sicoli. He's my cousin, and we're trying to get Joe Pesci to do a little cameo in it. So,
Joe Pesci.
well, he don't know it yet, but he's gonna. He
Call
might know it
them.
if he sees the show. But you know, he did The Irishman. I think he's just about done. But his father grew up with him, and you know, they're from the same neighborhood, the Stephen Crane Village in Newark, and we're gonna use Frankie Valli's music, The Four Seasons. We got permission for that already. But it's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, we did a little teaser last week, but
That's very cool.
it's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. Where, if you could close your eyes and wish for something, where would you wish to be going next? What would you wish to be doing next? You want to keep on this path? Is there like a golden ticket here that
You know what?
envision?
No, you know what? It was always my mother always used to say, Joey, you're a natural. Let me put you in school, acting school. You because we used to imitate. If you look at my bio on IMDb, it was something. It's my life was just like the kid in the Bronx Tale, but it was the Newark Tale. I had wise guys on every corner. We used to imitate them. Just like, it was amazing how they did that movie. I said, that's about me, that movie. But anyway, yeah, we grew up with all, you know, there were mob guys all over my neighborhood, and it was a great time, let me tell you. I used to walk around a corner, I used to come home with about $100 in my pocket.
Wow.
Who's giving me 20s, you know, it's just wonderful.
Hey kid.
And they were great people, great people.
Well, they took care of you.
Absolutely, yep. And they took care of everybody in the neighborhood. And there's no neighborhoods like that anymore. And I wish there were. But what are you gonna do?
What
That's
are
the
you
way it
gonna do?
goes.
Yeah, it's true. But what do you want to be when you grow up?
I know where I want to be when I grow up. I want a palm tree and I want a lounge chair. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not, you know, I love it. I love what I'm doing. I'm getting pretty popular now.
Yeah,
I
you
love
are.
the commercials. They're all right. You got to watch the commercials. They're funny as hell. I'm enjoying myself, and I'm not looking to be a Marlon Brando or anything like that. I'm just.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I like it. I'm enjoying it. I'm meeting a lot of people. That's the most important thing. There's another movie that my friend Dan Romano's writing. I'm going to be in his movie too. I can't even think of what I'm doing, but
Well, you're busy all the
another
time.
nice guy from New York. Yeah, we met. We're very good friends now, and we still don't know the name of the movie. I gave him the name of the movie, but he might use it. He likes it, but we'll see.
So we're not going to say anything.
We're
right
not.
now.
We can't. But there's a lot of nice actors in that one too.
Wow. Now let me ask you: if someone wants to see what you're doing, what you've got coming up, find out about you, where would they look?
I guess they could go on the IMDb page.
Okay.
Because everything's coming out next year. You know, everything that I'm doing now, besides the commercials, are out.
Right.
Andrew is actually, they're going to be aired 3,500 times on cable and apps and Times Square. He's putting it in Times Square on the big.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But nobody's in New York to see it.
We're not going to highlight that part. We're just going to be
Right.
happy that it's in Times Square.
Right.
Oh my God! You can
So
you can
we're all
set
gonna
up a tour
go.
bus.
We're all gonna go that day. We're gonna have a good time, and it's crazy.
Wow. Well, we adore you.
I
And-
adore you too. You know that.
I do. But as soon as we met,
We hit it off
We
good.
hit it off.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
fit, and we're gonna keep our eye on you.
Thank you.
We're gonna be, tagging along when you have something special to do because we want to be there for it. And
I
thank you,
appreciate that.
ladies and gentlemen, Joey Cat.
Remember, BadaBeanCoffee.com. Add to cart, 10% off. Don't make me come looking for you.